Hey guys, it's welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impression on the new Nars foundation, the All Day Luminous Foundation. So I got a sample last time I went to Sephora because I wanted to test out the formula because I have extremely dry skin and I've heard that this doesn't suit dry skin. But I was really curious because it's supposed to have better coverage in the Sheer Glow foundation, and I wanted to test out if the colors were the same because during the summer in the Sheer Glow I would probably be Santa Fe, so that's what I got. So I wasn't sure at first it was going to match me, but it actually did. So I'm just gonna start by addressing the elephant in the room. This foundation is not gonna match me, like that's like 100% sure. Because I didn't self-tan, I will apply a little bit of bronzer to try and make it work, but you know, I got my summer colors just because I wanted to compare the color between the two foundations, between this one and the Sheer Glow, and I wanted to compare it with these shades I usually use during summer, but it's really not summer, so yay, it's gonna be too dark. So now that it's out there, let's do this. So I got a quite generous sample, but I don't know how many times this is gonna last me. I'm gonna apply it with my usual just a sponge. This is the Real Technique one that it's wet. So I'm just gonna apply it all over my face and we'll see how it goes. Actually, I'm gonna try half my face to see the coverage. I've heard that it's really good coverage, but I have dry skin and I did apply some moisturizer. I didn't prime anything, but I applied a lot of moisturizer, so we'll see if it works or not for dry skin because that's the goal of this video. Okay, the color is not as bad as I thought it would be. I was like expecting, well actually I say that, but it's not a perfect match right now, but for summer I don't think it would be that bad. I like that they say that like it's a cool tone foundation, but it's so hard to find one that isn't like really yellow or orange. Obviously, if I was tan, I would probably think it's a lot better than it is right now, but oh well. It's always weird to just look at myself right now with like half my face done. Slight difference in skin tone, you know? First impression, actually, it looks really nice right now. It doesn't emphasize any fine line, any dry patches, which is probably what's gonna happen during the day because it's not necessarily meant for dry skin, but a lot of people wanted to see my first impression on it, so I'm gonna apply the other half. I don't think I would need a second layer, like it covers really well. Not that I had like a lot to cover, but any redness was covered, so it's really, like, it looks really even right now. Yeah, you really don't need a lot, which is really nice. Good coverage, and it doesn't look cakey whatsoever. It looks fairly natural, even though the color obviously is not super natural at first on me, but the finish is like satin. It's not glowy like a Sheer Glow, but it's give you a natural skin finish, like a satin finish, which I really enjoy. So for the color, I'm actually surprised with a little bit of bronzer. I can get away with that. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize on me, otherwise I'm screwed. But yeah, first impression, I'm really impressed. I was expecting it to be really dry on my skin because, like I said, I have dry skin, but I did apply a generous amount of moisturizer knowing that it would happen. I feel like it's mostly going to be like during the day if it emphasizes any dry patches, so I would recommend probably like exfoliating and making sure your skin is really moisturized, but so far it looks good, so I'll apply the rest of my makeup. I'll update you to see if it like went patchy and like contour and everything. I was planning on trying the new NYX contour kit, but I don't think I will just because a lot of people said it was patchy, so I don't want to blame the foundation for the contour. Okay, super zoomed in. I just wanted to show you that I didn't have, like I usually have little bits and pieces of skin because if you don't exfoliate a lot and you have dry skin, that's what happens. And right now you don't see any of it, so that's probably where it's gonna become like crusty and cakey during the day. So far, so good. So I did the rest of my makeup. I just wanted to show you. I'm really surprised because I know with my dry skin, if I don't apply any powder on the side, when I try to apply contour and stuff, it can look a little patchy and it's just so hard to blend on dry skin basically. And I'm really surprised. I use my Nars little blush duo in Olympia, which, by the way, if you haven't tried this, you need to. And I use it as a blush, and I use just the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil as a bronzer, and I had absolutely no issues. I didn't apply any highlight just because I wouldn't want the foundation to look more glowy than it is. I feel like it's easier in that case to just see this is just the glowiness from my skin in the foundation. So overall, the makeup went really nice over it. I have no complaint. The coverage is nice. It looks like skin. I feel like it doesn't overly emphasize any line and pores, not more than any other foundation or just my normal skin, to be honest. Doesn't feel too dry either. I didn't set it with any spray. I didn't use any spray to set it either, so this is just really just the foundation. So I will update you throughout the day, probably just at the end, unless I see like a huge change, like it looks super dry or something. But again, like right now, it just looks fine. So I've been wearing this foundation for a couple hours, So I've been wearing this foundation for almost 7 hours now, and my skin doesn't feel dry. I'm really surprised, to be honest. I was expecting like a dry mess because that's what everyone has been saying. But except maybe a tiny little bit on the tip of my nose, but that's about it. Like, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see, like, there's barely anything. So I'm really impressed. I still like the finish. It still looks like skin. It didn't settle too much into any lines or pore, but I didn't set it with powder, so I would usually do that, but I really wanted to test it out on its own, and so far so good. But I'm expecting that probably in the next few hours, that's where the mess is gonna start. So once again, I will update you a little bit later. So last update, I've been wearing this foundation for around 9 hours now, and I am so impressed. I was expecting it to be a complete mess, to be honest, because it's not supposed to suit dry skin, and there's only one little particle of like dryness on my nose. Like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there's like just this little thing there. That's it. The rest looks fine. It doesn't look like dry, cakey or anything. It looks glowy. It doesn't feel oily. It didn't settle, like maybe a tiny little bit in my pores, but like nothing that a primer could have not fixed. So if you have like normal to dry skin, I would just say use a primer that is moisturizing, or just put a lot of like moisturizer, maybe some oil before you apply the foundation, and you're okay. So it really isn't that bad. Obviously, it's just my personal experience. I will test it out more because I still have plenty in my little sample to use it, probably another like 3 times, so I will be able to decide if I want to purchase it. But so far, I think I will purchase the full size. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this first impression on the new Nars foundation. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it, what your skin type is, and how it worked for you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if it's not already done, and I will see you in my next video.